This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 1603, How to Be the Light in Dark Times, and Why Being Stuck in the Middle is a Good Thing, both by Randi Kay of NaturallyRandiKay.com. Hello, old friend. I'm your narrator, Justin Malik, reading you blogs every single day of the year to help you live a more meaningful life. There are no interviews on this show, so it's not really a typical podcast, just me narrating some amazing blogs and sometimes books. Today's two articles are from a brand new author to the show. I'll tell you more about Randi right after the reading, so for now, let's get right to it as we optimize your life. How to Be the Light in Dark Times by Randi Kay of NaturallyRandiKay.com. The media is always flooded with not so great things, but the past few weeks have been particularly heartbreaking. It's easy to get caught up in everyone's opinions and reporters over-dramatizing everything, but what does that really do? How does that help anything, really? What if instead of perpetuating the drama, we offered something else, something that might seem completely unrelated, but could actually offer a remedy? And that remedy is simpler than you think. Be the light. As my dear friend Albus Dumbledore said, quote, "Happiness can be found in the darkest of times if one remembers to turn on the light," end quote. And during dark times, we have a choice to either keep feeling around in the dark or turn on the light. The summer solstice is happening on Tuesday, which means it's the longest day of the year. Daylight will stretch and bring light to the darkest hours of the night. What a wonderful time to counter some of the dark occurrences with a bit of light. So, how to do this? Where to begin? The specific manifestations of it really does depend on the situation, reading the room, knowing the audience, so to speak. But here are a few things to consider, no matter the situation. Ask, what is needed? Say you are at a funeral of a loved one. A family member is trying to manage their children as well as keeping food on the table. He has his hands full. You, on the other hand, have a moment and know a fun game to keep kids busy, so you offer to watch them for a bit. Or you take over the task he was trying to accomplish. Looking around and observing what is needed, be it another helping hand, a simple hug, or an appropriate joke to lighten the mood, might be just what the doctor ordered. These humble tasks can bring some much needed light to any situation. Use social media wisely. Over the years, I've stayed away from talking about the issues on social media. It's not that I don't care or have things to say, but social media is not the place to really make a difference, at least not in my experience. More often than not, it perpetuates the drama and flat out depresses everyone. It's like feeding your brain constant negativity. It's good to stay in the know and not shield ourselves from what is going on, but most of what I see, or people's responses, certainly do not bring light. I would suggest to keep social media and other news feeds to a minimum. And if you do post something, be very thoughtful and intentional about it. Ask, will this bring light or add to the drama? And if it adds to the drama, ask yourself if you really want to be a part of that. Heal your own darkness. I would argue that the darkness we see in the world is a reflection of our inner darkness. Anger, violence, dominance, and judgment on others are ways people are trying to deal with those emotions within themselves. Part of my mission with self-care is to chip away at healing those inner wounds. When we heal ourselves, we heal our relationship with the rest of the world. We give what we are. I would also argue that if you are one that tends to perpetuate the drama, when you work on that inner darkness, the desire for drama will diminish. The negativity that you hold and are even drawn to will transform. You'll even be more enlightened on how to spread the light to those that need it the most. Heal yourself and the rest of the world will follow. This I truly believe. I'm going to end with another lovely quote, and I hope you take this simplicity to heart. The world needs more light. Our lives need to be lighter with things, with expectations. Consider that as you respond to the world around you and act accordingly. Quote, travel light, live light, spread the light, be the light. Yogi Bhajan. And now I have another post for you in just a sec, but first, eating chocolate or any chocolate flavored desserts is seriously my favorite part of the day, but I've never really thought about having it first thing in the morning. Thanks to Cacao Bliss, I can now enjoy eating chocolate guilt-free with my breakfast oats. Cacao Bliss is the purest cacao on the planet, with a blend of power-packed ancient superfoods like turmeric, MCT oil, coconut, Himalayan sea salt, cinnamon, and black pepper. Cacao Bliss has made it so easy to boost my energy and reduce inflammation. I sprinkle it all over my oatmeal and enjoy it with peanut butter too. And because Cacao Bliss doesn't contain dairy, it is paleo, keto, vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-friendly. Nothing feels better than enjoying rich, creamy chocolate that is also great for your health. Try it yourself. Cacao Bliss is offering up to 46% off plus a free electric frother when you use code OLD at earthechofoods.com/optimal-living-daily. And if you have trouble remembering it, I have that linked in this episode's description. Why Being Stuck in the Middle is a Good Thing by Randi Kay of NaturallyRandiKay.com. Happy May Day, my dears. May Day is a celebration of spring, a glorious but often awkward season. While I've expressed my accolades of the season in a previous post, here's another spring observation for you and theme for this week's newsletter. Embrace the in-between times. This time of year can be a little annoying. The romance of hibernation has dwindled. Our bodies and souls are in desperate need of sunshine, and we just want summer to be here already, thus lending spring to be this odd time of transition. But, dear reader, we need the spring. We need this pause, this twilight season of transition, because this is when the growth happens. This is when we are given a chance to work through the unknown to set the stage for what's to come. In my yoga classes, I always take time to pause in between postures. It is oh so tempting to want to cruise on through to the next thing, but it's in the pause, that middle realm, where you get to reset and be fully present for what comes next. Transitions are tough though, and it can seem like that hardest time in your life. But I've been through many a tough transition in my short life, and looking back, those times have been some of the sweetest times. Why? Because the in-between times are like a blank canvas. You have so much behind you to learn from and so much ahead of you to create. Though it's hard and confusing, there's also this excitement and adventure to it. In Ayurveda, the most sacred time is considered to be right before dawn. That still, beautiful moment right before the sun rises to begin a new day. It's in the magical twilight that you get to set the tone for what's to come. In conversations with my friends and clients, it seems that a lot of us are in this, riding the in-between train right now in one way or another. If this is you, I ask you, how can you use this time for good? What foundation would you like to set for the next season to come? What do you want to take with you, and what do you want to leave behind? How much more can you grow and improve right now to be able to hit the ground running when this phase has passed? Hopefully the answers that come to mind make you excited and give some new purpose to an otherwise frustrating time. I shall leave you with a quote by Barbara DeAngelis. Quote, "The moment in between what you once were and who you are now becoming is where the dance of life really takes place." End quote. So, dance it up. You just listened to the posts titled How to Be the Light in Dark Times and Why Being Stuck in the Middle is a Good Thing, both by Randi Kay of NaturallyRandiKay.com. And thank you to Randi, our newest author, to join our ever-growing list. Her site is all about taking good care, bringing self-care and self-love into every area of life. She's been in the wellness industry for over a decade, so come by her site, NaturallyRandiKay.com, for a lot more. That's RANDI and KAY. I have the article and her site linked in this episode's description in your podcast player and at oldpodcast.com. And I'll leave it there. Have a great day, happy Friday, and a great start to your month if you're listening in real time. And I'll see you tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.